Hi, welcome to Hikade's Crossing. Okay, I'm going to do New York Finest reading. Now, New York Finest is actually a member from my Ko-Fi. So, even though it's a free reading, they're obviously going to get a little bit more because they have actually paid for with the membership a regular amount. So, let's do a decent reading for them. So, the question is, what is going to happen with me next? What's going to happen with me next? So what's going to happen with New York Finest in regards to finances, health, and enemies? And I'm not quite sure the next thing is the most appropriate time and date. I didn't quite understand the rest of that message. And so maybe we can look at that a bit more in detail in the next reading for you, New York Finest. But let's begin with the finances here. So what's going to happen in regards to your finances? Let's start with that. And I'm going to use the Crystal Power Tarot. So what's going to happen with you in regards to your finances? So what's happening with that on many levels here? So let's begin with, let's leave these out. So okay, so let me just pull out. So we're doing the finances to start with. So this is all about your finances. So what's happening with your finances? Let's have a look here. So we're going to focus on the finances. Might pull out 2 cards for that one. Okay, so we're looking at finances. Let's have a look here. So we begin with, it's important that you, in regards to your finances, that you take care of all the detail and you make sure that you're in control. You look at the truth in regards to your finances. You need to look at making sure you're emotionally balanced within your finances as well, that you're not overspending, you're in balance in regards to your finances. So you need to look at the truth, look at the facts of what's actually going on here. You need to be really, really clear, make sure you take care of all the detail, that you budget, that you write everything out, you type or you keep a book of what you're spending, which is super important here. What's coming in and what's leaving, what's your income, what's your outcome in regards to finances. Making sure you write down absolutely every dollar to make sure it absolutely balances at the end of each month. That's super important. So you're emotionally balanced in regards to your finances. Don't do emotional spending or things like that. Making sure everything sort of stays in balance. That's super important in regards to your finances here. It's also very important to make sure that you, with your finances, that you take, again, I get that sense of nurturing your finances, nurturing the abundance and the prosperity that you actually need. Budgeting, putting a little away each month. Know that you are your own anchor, that you are practical in the way that you approach things emotionally. Seems to me to be very, very important here, that you take care, you nurture your finances, you put things aside, you dream big, you look at your dreams in regards to your finances, your goals. Look at your goals that you have for your finances and work towards that. That's where the budgeting comes in. Very, very super important here. It does tell us that things work out really, really well, because it's all about following, trusting your knowing. Trust what you know. Again, you're about nurturing your emotions. I think you've got to take care of things emotionally. If you take care of things emotionally, you're going to find that your finances are better, that you're emotionally better within yourself to cope with your finances here. Does feel like there's going to be a gain. Does feel like your wish is going to be fulfilled in regards to your finances. Does feel like everything's sort of happening within your finances here. But it is important that you have fun in regards to the situation, and that you, again, you trust your knowing, you're trusting the messages that are coming through for you, and making sure that you're doing all the budgeting. So I do feel like you're going to have abundance. It's going to be a wealth of abundance within your finances, but it's all about the budgeting, putting away a couple of dollars a week, making sure you're not overspending, you don't let your emotions get the better of you in regards to your emotions. Super, super important there. So that's the first part we've looked at. We've looked at your emotions. This is really, really important here. Okay, so next one we're going to look at here is in regards to your health. So in regards to health, I think we're going to look at the let's look at the chakra. Oh, chakra cards are here. Okay, so let's look at your health. So can you tell me about well-being? What does New York finances need to know about her health? What does New York finances need to know about their health? What's important? Oh, so the first card we're going to look at in regards to your health is to make sure that you stand in your own power, that you're able to take care of your thoughts, your ideas in regards to your health, that you're able to really sort of stand in that you're in control of your own health. That's going to be super important here, making sure that you take everything that you need to do. It's about trusting or following the guidance that you're given, trusting your own spirituality, trusting that you're being led in the right direction here. Emotionally, you feel like you've following your heart in many ways when it comes to your well-being. Okay, this is your health. This is very important that you take care of yourself. You're nurturing, you're allowing the healing to take place, you're listening to the messages that are coming through, which is super, super important here. Does important to celebrate. I feel about finding that creating foundations, a sense of stability within your commitment to your health is super important here. Making sure you have clarity. Allow yourself the remove any confusions, get in silence, get in stillness, get in calm, be calm, relaxed, and allow yourself to make sure that you stay grounded is super important here as well. It's all part of your health and well-being. Okay, you need to look at what your priorities in regards to your health are. What's important, what vitamins are best for you, or what nutrition is best for you, what do you need to eat, what foods are you allergic to, what foods do you react to, making sure you're sleeping well, you're doing all those things. What are your priorities in regards to your health is really important here. Look at what limits you in regards to your health. What limits do you place on yourself in regards to your health? Do you think you can't do this or you can't do that in regards to your health? Maybe you're something is stopping you from seeing what needs to be done. Maybe you need to look deeply within the mirror and be able to see what needs to be, you can move forward in regards to your health. I do think that's really important here. You can move forward in regards to your health. That's super, super important here. Okay, so what are you holding on to in regards to your health? What are you missing? What are you missing in regards to your health, should I say? What is stopping you from having emotional stability in regards to your health? What are you missing? There seems to be something that is hidden from you that you're not quite seeing in regards to your health. I just feel like there's one more card coming in here. So it feels like your health will be sorted. There's going to be an abundance of health, that everything's going to be a-okay, as long as you take care of it. As long as you nurture your health, you take care of it, you listen to your body, you are listening to the messages that are coming through from within your body, you're listening to your heart, You're able to look at what limits you in regards to your health and able to break free from that, walk away from that. You're able to sort of work out what your priorities are in your health. You're seeing what's being hidden. You're going to be okay in regards to your health for sure. Okay, whoops, and I've just missed a card. Actually, let's do this. Let's look at your color cards. Okay, so there's a lot of healing of the heart. There's a lot of heart healing, a lot of yeah, I feel like there's a lot of healing the heart, a lot of making sure you stay grounded is super important here as well. Making sure you stay grounded. Seems to be a lack of self-expression. You don't seem to be expressing yourself freely in regards to your health. It does seem to be you need to find an outlet for expressing yourself, and that's going to help your health in many ways. Okay. It's about deciding what you see. What do you see in regards to your health? What's your vision for your health here? It's important that you inhale a breath of life. So breathe deeply. Breathe. Inhale. Exhale. Meditation, reflection, contemplation is going to be really important in regards to your health on many, many levels. So just listen to the messages that are coming through from Spirit. Look at what you actually see for yourself in regards to your health, and look at your breath. You know, how do you breathe? In through your nose and out through your mouth. Remember to stay calm, stay relaxed. There's lots of meditations on YouTube as well that you could use. And I just dropped all my crystal cards. That was really clever corner. So I'll come back to these cards in a minute. Keep spilling everything. That's what happens when you... All right. Right. Let's have a look. Last thing we're going to look at now is enemies, or people that you need to be aware of. It's people that you need to be aware of. Let's do Lord of the Rings, and let's do the fairies. Right, fairies. Okay, Lord of the Rings. So, what do you need to know about people that you need to be aware of? Okay, firstly, you need to be aware of someone who is quite a player. He can be a bit of a, we've got Knight of Wands here. So you want to be aware of somebody who is in that sort of fiery sort of energy. Someone who could be quite dynamic, who's sort of quite bold, who's sort of out there sort of energy. He moves quite quickly. He moves quite quickly for sure. So you do need to be aware of that person. He's going to be sort of a bit of, I think he's going to feel like, yeah, I keep getting this very dynamic energy, very bold. You've got Queen of Wands here, someone who's very bold and dynamic. So you've got someone who moves around quite quickly, quite fiery, quite outstanding. You'll notice them straight away. I think they're going to be in your face a little bit. I feel like they're in your face a little bit. So, do need to make sure that you are guided by your own inner light. Trust in your own spirituality, trust in your own inner light. See the lightness out of all the dark that's going on. I do feel like you do need to be aware of people who are quite bold, quite dynamic. They've got a lot of energy about them. They move around quite quickly. They're always in a rush. They don't slow down. They're always in a rush here. Okay. One of your things that you do need to be aware of is this poor me, don't focus on that poor me sort of attitude. Don't worry too much about the poverty. I think that's going to be one of your worst enemies too, is that you focus a little bit on the negative aspect of it. So maybe it's time to sort of start to look at, what can I do to move forward? That sort of energy there. So you got a little bit about a poor me sort of attitude, a bit of a sort of a, I'm being, I need to take care of things. So you got a lot of choices in regards to relationships here. Okay, do feel like there's a connection with someone, and you might need to be very wary of the choices that you make in regards to the relationship as well. I do think there's a lot of choice, it just feels like there's someone out there that you just need to be very wary of in regards to the choices that you actually make, because it's important that you, again, you get the Seven of Swords. So you've got to stand in your own power. You've got to take back what something from. So I do think the choices comes down to, are you ready to sort of stand in your own power? Are you ready to sort of take back your thoughts or perceptions that you might have felt being taken from, or your ideas that have been taken from you? So quite interesting here. So you're looking at a lot of stuff going on here. So you've got, okay, so yeah, I keep getting that energy. You've got the Lover's energy, you've got this Knight of Wands energy, and then you've got the Knight of Cups. So you've got this person coming in who could be quite dynamic, show you a bit of a romance, sweep you off your feet sort of energy. You do need to be wary. You do need to stand in your own power, make your own decisions for sure. That's very, very important here. And so you've got a lot to learn and discover. You've got a lot to learn and discover with the Page of Rings here. So you've got Knight of Cups, which is romance, being swept off your feet. But you've got a lot to learn. You've got to look at the lessons that you're learning from this situation that's going on. So you need to be very aware of what this person that's coming into your life. Look at your trusting in your own intuition, your own spirituality. I think it's very, very important. Look at, acknowledge how you behave in regards to the situation is going to be really important. Standing in your own power, allowing yourself to look at what you're learning and discovering in regards to this person who may not be good for you. They may be very toxic energy. Okay, in this relationship, this connection that's coming in, they're quite bold, quite dynamic. There's a little bit of romance coming in. You might feel like they're sweeping you off your feet, but it's a reminder to look at the lessons that you've actually learned in this situation. Look at the lessons that you're actually been learning. What have you discovered in regards to the situation, in regards to how you deal with people in this way? So let's have a look at the Fairy Forest Oracle. Right, let's have a look. What card are we going to pull out? What do they need to know in regards to... Oh, that flew out. And the card we pulled out was the Trickster. Again, we get that sense of having to be aware. They're not as honest as you'd like them to be. You just need to be very, very aware of their behavior and how you choose to react to that situation. Okay, it's time for you for growth and expansion here. I do feel, and we're getting spring energy coming in. So it's going to be a while as you move through this process before you get through it. It does talk about moving through this process. So I'd say you'd move through this process through the winter, and it's about opening up yourself and the growth and expansion happening in the spring energy. Okay, so there's a lot going on here. So we're getting a lot of spring energy coming in for you, a lot of growth and expansion there after that winter, which is going to be quite tough in regards to the relationship, the connection. Just need to be aware of how you choose to react with this person, how you don't be careful about how you let them in. Make sure you've got boundaries is going to be really important. Stand in your own power, stand in your own strength, your own mind. Don't let others influence you is going to be really important here. Don't let others influence your mind, your thoughts, your perceptions. Make sure you stay true to yourself is going to be really important here. So I really think basically that's it in regards to a fairly quickish in-depth reading for you. New York Finest being one of my part of the family in Ko-Fi, so I did wanted to give you something a little bit more in-depth to your question, as you have been, you know, you've as part of my Ko-Fi family, I do want to reward you in regards to that. So that hopefully that sort of helps, gives you an idea in what lies ahead for you. There's a lot going on here, so you might want to listen to it a couple of times and have a look at it and just see how you feel. Yeah, and just hopefully we can catch up for a video chat at some stage. And if there's any, so yeah, we need to catch up for a healing, you know, a quick healing session or something like that. Definitely something for you. And definitely something a bit more in where you can interact with the reading as well, so we can get a bit more in here. But hopefully that's sort of given you a bit of an idea, a little bit of depth about where we're going in regards to these topics, these 3 topics here. So yeah, that's it from me. Don't forget to check the links down below, check the links on my channel, like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Take care.